There is one critical question you need to answer before you decide between DeleteMe, Optery, or Aura. And getting this wrong could mean you're spending hundreds of dollars on a service that leaves you exposed to identity theft. I'm going to ask it at the end of this video, and when you have your answer, you can use my discount links in the description. But first, let's break down the critical differences between these three services, because what the marketing websites don't tell you matters a lot more than what they do. First things first, these are not the same type of service, and that matters more than you might think. DeleteMe and Optery are laser focused on one thing: getting your personal information off data broker websites. That's their entire job. They are data broker removal services. Aura is playing a completely different game. They're an all-in-one identity theft protection platform. Data removal is just one piece of a much larger puzzle that includes 3-bureau credit monitoring, antivirus software, a VPN, a password manager, and identity theft insurance up to $1 million. It's like comparing a knee specialist to a general practitioner. Neither one is wrong, but you better know which one you actually need before you book the appointment. It's critical to understand this distinction, and it has everything to do with the question I'm going to ask you later. Now, let's talk about how these services actually remove your data, because the differences here directly impact how often your information gets checked and removed. DeleteMe uses a predominantly manual approach. Real human beings, privacy advisors, are manually visiting websites, submitting opt-out requests, and following up. It's very hands-on, very artisanal, very slow. DeleteMe operates on a quarterly cycle. You get reports every 3 months. Optery uses a humans plus machines approach. The machines handle monthly automated scans and submit opt-out requests automatically. Then, human privacy agents come in for quality assurance. This means monthly scans, monthly removals, and monthly reporting. Best of both worlds, in theory. Aura goes even more automated. Their system scans data broker websites, finds your profile, and sends removal requests automatically. They emphasize continuous monitoring, constantly checking to make sure your data doesn't pop back up. This matters because data brokers don't just give up after one removal request. They're like that ex who keeps texting. They're constantly re-adding your information. Here's where things get interesting. And by interesting, I mean potentially infuriating: the actual number of sites these services cover. DeleteMe advertises that they cover over 750 data brokers. Sounds impressive, right? Here's the catch: their standard plan only automatically covers somewhere between 60 and 181 sites. So what about the other 569 to 682 sites? You have to manually submit custom requests for each one, and you're limited to 40 custom requests per year on their standard plan. So that 750 number is, let's say, creatively presented. Optery is more transparent. Their core plan covers 110 plus data brokers automatically. Their ultimate plan covers over 640 sites with unlimited custom removals. They even offer a search tool so you can check which plan covers specific sites before you buy. Imagine that, transparency in marketing. What a concept. Aura removes information from over 140 data brokers and sites. They don't break this down into tiers or make you jump through hoops. Their system handles everything automatically. The reporting differences matter because this is how you actually verify the service is working. Optery provides real-time reporting that updates 24/7. More importantly, they include live screenshots, actual before and after images showing your profile removed. This is unmatched in the industry. You get visual proof. DeleteMe sends detailed quarterly privacy reports in PDF format. Thorough reports, I'll give them that, but here's what they don't include: screenshots. You're just taking their word that the removals happen. Just trust us, they say. We did the thing. Promise. Aura doesn't do screenshots either. They update you on removal progress and monitor for data breaches and dark web exposure. Their focus is more on continuous monitoring than detailed removal documentation. When it comes to pricing, prices change constantly, and there are always deals running, so check the links in the description for the latest pricing and any discounts I've managed to negotiate for you. Optery is very flexible. They have a free tier so you can scan your exposures first. Then you can choose monthly or annual plans. They also discount additional family members. DeleteMe goes the opposite direction. Annual plans only. No monthly option. You're committing to a year up front, but they do that on purpose. Consistent removals is how you stay protected. A lot of people want to delete their information from the internet and be done with it, but new sites grab data all the time. Aura offers both monthly and annual options, plus a 14-day free trial. Bottom line, it's less about the sticker price and more about whether you want a standalone removal service or a full security platform that actually protects you from the consequences of identity theft. So now that we've covered what these services claim to do, let's talk about what you should actually buy. Let's start with the obvious comparison. DeleteMe versus Optery. If you're exclusively looking for the best data broker removal service, Optery is probably going to win. It comes down to transparency, frequency, and methodology. Optery gives you monthly scans instead of quarterly, real-time reporting with before and after screenshots, and more automatic coverage without forcing you to manually submit hundreds of custom requests. DeleteMe's manual option is charming in a "we still use typewriters" kind of way, but charm doesn't remove your data faster. But here's the question I've been waiting to ask, the one I mentioned at the beginning. Why are you getting a data broker removal service in the first place? And I'm serious. Think about it. If you already have comprehensive identity theft protection and you're just looking for maximum website removal, maybe you're dealing with a stalking incident or you're a public figure, that's when you go with Optery. You've already covered your security bases and now you're adding on more. But if you're not currently protecting your identity, then you're still going to be left with massive, dangerous gaps. And I'm guessing that describes most of you watching this. That's where we have to start talking about Aura, because this is where most people make a critical mistake that costs them way more than a subscription price. Here's what I mean. Data broker removal is a huge part of identity theft protection, but it is certainly not the only part. If your personal information has already gotten into the hands of someone who intends to use it to harm you, then removing it from a data broker site is the least of your concerns. If a criminal already has your social security number, your date of birth, your address, you're not going to be protected by just scraping your information from the web starting today. That horse has already left the barn, stolen the car, and applied for 3 credit cards in your name. That's why you need a service that's constantly monitoring your credit and bank information, alerting you the moment something suspicious happens, and providing you with insurance coverage up to $1 million. These are all reasons why I trust Aura as my go-to service. It's not just preventing the theft, it's protecting you from the consequences if that prevention fails. The discount links are in the description below and support this channel at no extra cost to you. Don't wait until your identity's been stolen to start protecting it. That's not a strategy. That's just expensive procrastination.